Your mind is racing. God is not. Your mind is racing again, and you can feel it before you even name it. Thoughts sprint ahead of your body, grabbing at tomorrow, replaying yesterday, stacking worries like boxes you never agreed to carry. Your chest feels tight. Your stomach feels restless. Your breath keeps trying to shorten, as if speed could protect you from what you cannot control. Remain here for a moment. You are not broken because your thoughts are loud. You are not failing because you woke up tender. You are not disappointing me by needing comfort. I am not startled by your anxiety, and I am not rushing you. Your mind is racing, but I am not. Let your breath slow. Not as a performance, not as a demand, just as a small permission. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your weight. Notice your hands. Notice your jaw. If you can, let one tiny layer of tension loosen. You do not have to solve anything to be held. Sometimes your mind runs because you have been carrying fear for a long time. It learned to scan for danger. It learned to rehearse conversations. It learned to imagine every outcome, hoping that if it predicts enough, it will not be surprised. I see how exhausting that is. I see how you keep trying to be ready for pain. I see the way you try to think your way into safety. Come closer. Bring the part of you that feels ashamed of overthinking. Bring the part of you that feels guilty for not being calmer. Bring the part of you that says, I should be stronger than this. Bring it all, and do not apologize. You are not a problem I tolerate. You are a child I love. There is an inner sanctuary within you, quieter than the racing. It is not built by willpower, it is opened by my presence. Step into it gently. No proving, no rushing, only arrival. In this place, you are safe enough to tell the truth. You can say, I'm scared. You can say, I don't know what happens next. You can say, I'm tired of my own mind. I hear you. I do not turn away. I stay close and I speak softly, because anxious hearts need gentleness, not pressure. If your thoughts keep interrupting, let them. You do not have to fight them to be with me. Just notice them, then return. The return is not weakness. The return is how trust begins. Let your breath slow again. Feel the air enter, then leave. If your mind tries to pull you into 100 what-if questions, bring it back to one simple sentence. God is with me right now. Say it quietly, not to convince me, but to remind your own heart. In the Psalms, I am called a refuge, not a reward for the most composed, but a hiding place for the weary. And in Psalm 23, you are led beside quiet waters, not pushed, not shamed, not driven. You were never meant to live driven. So set down what you can set down. Imagine gathering your racing thoughts into your hands like loose strings. You do not have to tie them into a perfect knot. Just place them in my care. I am not asking you to stop thinking. I am asking you to stop being ruled. This does not have authority over you. This does not govern your mind. This does not define who you are. You are more than your spirals. You are more than your inner noise. You are loved with steadiness. I know the moments you feel calm, and I know the moments you feel undone. I do not love you more in one and less in the other. My love is not a mood. My love is a home. If you have been afraid of silence, let this be a gentler silence. Not empty, not cold, but filled with my attention. Notice how your breathing keeps happening without your effort. Notice how the morning light does not demand anything from you. You can take one moment without checking, without fixing, without preparing. Stay with me, and let the first minutes belong to peace, not to panic. I will guide you, and you will not be alone. Stay with this for a moment. Let your shoulders soften. Let your eyes rest. If you need to blink slowly, do that. If you need to sigh, let it out. Your body is allowed to release what it has been gripping. Your mind may be racing because you fear you will miss something, but I do not miss you. Your mind may be racing because you fear you will be alone in the future, but I will not leave you. Your mind may be racing because you fear you will not be enough, but I am not measuring you by your speed. I am holding you by your name. So listen for my voice underneath the rush. It is quiet, but it is firm. It does not accuse you. It does not threaten you. It does not demand that you fix yourself first. It says, come here. It says, breathe. It says, you are safe with me. Remain here for a moment longer. Let the world wait outside this inner room. Let your phone stay silent. Let the next task stay in its place. Right now you are being gathered. If the racing thoughts feel like a storm, you do not have to become the storm's manager. You can become the one who is sheltered. Let that be enough. Let me hold your mind the way you would hold a child who is shaking, not scolding, not hurrying, just staying close until the shaking slows. You are not behind. You are not late to peace. You are not too much for me. Stay with this and let your breath slow. I am here and I am not rushing. Now let your mind notice something. It is not evil because it is fast. It is simply tired, and it has practiced running for a long time. It learned to sprint the moment it sensed uncertainty, because sprinting felt like control. But control is not the same as care, and speed is not the same as safety. Stay with me. Here is the truth that steadies you today. You do not have to think your way into peace. You can receive peace by staying close to me. Anxious thought loops often begin with a small spark. A word you heard, a message you haven't received, a memory that slides in without warning. Then your mind tries to finish the story. It fills the gaps. It predicts tone, outcome, rejection, loss. It tries to protect you by imagining the pain early, as if early pain will soften real pain later. But borrowed pain is still pain, and it drains you. So we slow it down together. When the loop starts, do not scold yourself. Scolding only adds another voice to the noise. Instead, pause and ask, what is true in this moment? Not what might be true later. Not what your fear suggests. What is true right now? Right now you are breathing. Right now you are held. Right now you are not alone. Let your breath slow. Feel the air enter your lungs and leave again. If you can, feel your feet where they meet the floor, or feel your back supported, or feel your hands resting. Grounding is not a trick. It is a return to reality, and reality includes my presence. Your mind may insist, but what if something happens? I know, something may happen. Life is real, yet you are not asked to live every possible version of your future today. You are asked to live this moment with me. In Psalm 46, you are invited into stillness so you can remember who is God. Stillness is not the absence of responsibility. It is the release of the burden of being in control. When you are still, you are not quitting. You are coming back to the truth that I am steady, even when your thoughts are not. So practice a gentle return. When you notice your mind racing, say, come back, not as a command full of anger, as an invitation full of care. Come back to your breath. Come back to your body. Come back to me. If your mind throws out a frightening picture, do not chase it. You can let it pass like a car on a road. You can notice it without climbing inside. Then ask, what is the next faithful step? Not the whole staircase, the next step. The next step may be simple. Drink water. Stand up slowly. Take a shower without rushing. Send one honest message. Do one task, not 10 at once. When you take one step with me, your mind learns that you can move without panic driving you. Anxiety often speaks in absolutes. Always, never, everyone, no one. It makes small things feel final. It says, if you don't get this right, everything collapses. That voice sounds urgent, but it is not wise. This does not have authority over you. This does not govern your mind. This does not define who you are. You are allowed to be unfinished. You are allowed to be learning. You are allowed to have a tender nervous system and still be deeply loved. Sometimes the loop is fueled by guilt. You replay what you said, what you didn't say, what you should have known. Guilt can feel like a rope, pulling you backward, keeping you from resting in today. Bring that to me too. My correction is gentle. My mercy is real. I do not lead you by humiliation. And sometimes the loop is fueled by fear of the future. You try to predict loss so you can brace. You try to predict rejection so it won't sting. You try to predict failure so you can avoid it. But bracing is not the same as trusting. Bracing keeps your muscles tight. Trust lets your heart breathe. In Matthew 11, I invite the weary to come to me for rest. Rest is not a prize for the person who finally thinks all the right thoughts. Rest is a gift for the person who admits, I can't carry this alone, so let yourself admit it. You do not need to impress me. You only need to come close. If your mind says, but I should be stronger, hear my answer. You are strong when you return. You are strong when you ask for help. You are strong when you choose presence over panic. Strength is not the absence of feeling. Strength is staying with me inside the feeling. Now, if you catch yourself spiraling, do one small thing. Name what is happening. You can whisper, my mind is racing. Naming is not defeat. Naming is clarity. Clarity creates space, and in that space, you can choose. Choose one breath. Choose one softened shoulder. Choose one moment of honesty with me. And when you cannot take a step, you can rest. Rest is not laziness when it is rooted in trust. Rest is worship when it says, I believe you are working even when I am still. Your mind may race again later today. That does not mean you lost. It means you noticed. Noticing is the doorway. When you notice, return, again and again. I will not shame you for repeating the return. I will meet you every time. Let your pace be human. Let your expectations soften. Let your attention come home. The day does not require you to be perfect. The day requires you to be present. And you can be present because I am present with you. Stay with this for a moment. Let your breath slow again. Then take the next faithful step with me, unhurried. God, I come to you with a mind that will not slow down. I come with a body that keeps bracing as if danger is always one step away. I don't want to live driven by fear. I don't want to be ruled by what-if thoughts. I want to rest in you, even if my emotions are still catching up. So here I am. Let my breath slow. Let my shoulders drop one small layer. Let the tightness in my chest loosen, not all at once, just enough to remember that I am safe enough to be present. If my thoughts interrupt, hold me steady anyway. If my heart feels shaky, stay close anyway. I open my hands in front of you. I release the future I cannot manage. I release the conversations I keep rehearsing. I release the outcomes I keep trying to control. I release the pressure to be fine. I lay it down without drama because I am tired of carrying what was never mine to carry. And you speak to me gently. I am here. I am not irritated with you. I am not rushing you. Let that voice sink beneath the noise. Touch the places in me that feel overworked. Touch the part of my mind that keeps scanning. Touch the part of my heart that keeps expecting loss. Touch the part of my body that learned to tighten early before it feels anything else. Bring healing into those hidden patterns patiently, kindly, the way morning light fills a room without force. I ask for forgiveness where I have treated myself harshly, where I have called myself lazy when I was depleted, where I have called myself faithless when I was overwhelmed, where I have demanded instant change. Wash me in mercy and let shame loosen its grip. This does not have authority over me. This does not govern my mind. This does not define who I am. Now, Lord, I picture still waters in front of me, quiet and steady. I stand at the edge with all my restless thoughts, and I let calm begin to shape my breathing. I do not have to drown in my mind. I can be near your peace and let it teach my body what safety feels like. Cover me with shelter that is strong without being heavy. Let it surround my inner life. Let it guard what enters my imagination. Let it protect the tender places where old memories still echo. Let it be a covering that allows me to breathe, to soften, to heal. Let soft light move into the corners of my heart where fear likes to hide. Not a harsh brightness that exposes me, but a gentle glow that comforts me into truth. Let it fall on the places where I feel unworthy. Let it touch the places where I feel behind. Let it warm the places that have gone numb. Be my rock beneath my shifting feelings. When my emotions rise and fall, you remain steady. When my thoughts scatter, you remain faithful. When I feel weak, you remain strong. I lean my weight on you without fear of falling. Be my refuge when I feel overwhelmed. When my mind tries to sprint into the future, draw me back. When my chest tightens, remind me to breathe. When my stomach twists, remind me that I am not in danger right now. When my throat closes, give me words that are gentle and true. Heal my nervous system, Lord. Heal the way my body reacts to ordinary things as if they are emergencies. Teach my breathing to deepen again. Teach my hands to unclench. Teach my shoulders to drop. Teach my eyes to soften. Teach my heart to come out of hiding. If grief is inside me, hold it with patience. If anger is inside me, steady it with wisdom. If sadness is inside me, honor it without rushing me to be okay. I do not want to numb my emotions. I want to bring them into your care so they can be carried without crushing me. I ask for healing in my sleep too. If my thoughts wake me in the night, meet me there. If my mind replays the day, quiet it with your presence. If my body jolts awake, cover me with safety. Let rest become a place I can trust again. And as I breathe, I receive. I receive your nearness. I receive your patience. I receive your kindness. I receive your guidance for the next step, not the whole map, just the next step. I receive courage that does not shout. I receive peace that can sit inside me like a steady pulse. Speak to the part of me that is afraid of the future. Tell it that the future is not a cliff. Tell it that you are already there. Tell it that I will not be abandoned in what I cannot predict. Speak to the part of me that is ashamed of needing help. Tell it that needing help is not failure, it is being human. I release the inner vow that says I must carry everything alone. I release the old belief that says love can disappear if I make a mistake. I release the tension that says I must always be ready. I choose to trust your care instead. If my mind returns to racing later, remind me that I can return without shame. One breath, one quiet whisper, one simple sentence. Stay close, Lord, and let that be enough. I place this day in your hands. I place my relationships in your hands. I place my work, my decisions, my unknowns in your hands. Remain here for a moment. Let my heart rest. Let my body remember calm. Let my mind learn that it does not have to run to be safe. And you speak again, gentle. I will hold you. I will guide you. I will not let you go. Amen. Your mind may still try to run, but notice this. You are not alone inside the running. Peace can be present even while thoughts are noisy. I am sealing your inner life with my presence, not as a fragile charm, but as steady companionship that follows you through ordinary minutes. Let your breath slow. If fear tries to take the microphone again, you can listen without obeying. You can notice the surge, the tightness, the quickened pulse, and still remain. This does not have authority over you. This does not govern your mind. This does not define who you are. I speak protection over your thoughts. Let intrusive images lose their grip. Let accusing words grow quieter. Let the pressure to predict outcomes soften. Your attention belongs to me. Your imagination belongs to me. Your mind is not open territory for every anxious story. I speak protection over your heart, over the places that startle easily, over the places where guilt likes to sit, over the places where you expect loss before it arrives. You are allowed to feel, and you are allowed to return. You can be tender without being ruled. I speak protection over your body. When your chest tightens, let it be a signal, not a verdict. When your stomach twists, let it be noticed without panic. When your breath shortens, let it lengthen again, little by little. Your body is learning safety, and I am patient with your pace. You are not behind, not in healing, not in growth, not in becoming steady. You may feel late, but you are not late to mercy. You are not late to comfort. You are not late to me. Let your identity be spoken softly, the way a true name settles you. You are loved without earning. You are held without condition. You are guided with patience. You are safe enough to take the next step. If you forget, you can return without shame. In Psalm 121, your help is described as watchful and steady. You are not kept by your own vigilance, you are kept by mine. So release the inner job of constant scanning. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind rest in the truth that you are guarded. If the day pulls at you, keep a simple practice. When you notice rushing, slow one movement. When you notice self-criticism, release it. When you notice loneliness, whisper my name. When you notice fear of the future, come back to what is here and remember I am here. Before you step back into your day, let me bless your pace. You do not have to move at the speed of your fears. You can move at the speed of love. When you reach for your phone, reach for your breath first. When you open your inbox, open your heart to my steadiness first. The world can have your attention, but it does not get your center. If a thought says, you must figure everything out, let it pass. If a thought says you will never change, let it pass. If a thought says you are too sensitive, let it pass. Those are not the words that build you. My words build you. My words are quiet and sure, and they do not leave bruises. Let your mind learn a gentle boundary. You can notice a thought without turning it into a command. You can feel a sensation without naming it disaster. You can be uncertain without becoming unsafe. When you feel the rush, soften your jaw. Drop your shoulders, exhale slowly. Stay with this. Let the wave pass without chasing it. I am also guarding your relationships today. Where you fear being misunderstood, I will give you patience. Where you fear conflict, I will give you calm words. Where you fear disappointment, I will give you courage to be honest. And I am guarding your inner voice. The voice that judges you harshly is not the voice you must obey. If you hear it, answer with tenderness. Speak to yourself the way I speak to you, gently, truthfully, without contempt. Healing often begins right there, in the moment you refuse to be cruel to your own heart. Some moments will still feel sharp. A message arrives, a plan changes, a memory stings, your body reacts quickly. When that happens, do not punish yourself. Return. One breath is enough to begin again. One honest sentence is enough to come home. I am sealing your morning, your afternoon, your night. I am sealing your sleep. If your thoughts try to race in the dark, you can breathe and return. If you wake and your mind starts listing worries, you can place a hand on your chest and remember, I am with you. Let rest become safe again. Slowly, steadily. Remain here for a moment and let the quiet deepen. Let the noise fall behind you. Let your heart rest. And now, if this prayer is helping you, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a gentle place to breathe.